For the Dallas Mavericks, the last couple years, generating free throw attempts has been a problem.
Which is a shame, because when they've gotten to the line, they've been extremely accurate. But let's remember, you have a ton of jump shooters on this team, and that's a point of emphasis.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the 1. To the wing right side. And it's Williamson missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. It's a 3-point game.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
And Okafor slams it in.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Ball. And here is Doncic over Ball. Again, the Mavericks score.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Okafor. It doesn't go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. It's Jackson with the drive. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Kristaps Porzingis, standing 7'3". He's played power forward early in his NBA career, but with that height, his future, it could be at the center position.
Here's Williamson. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And with Porzingis having the ACL tear, Greg, maybe losing some of his lateral quickness, perhaps accelerating his move to the 5.
I mean, part of his rehab was hitting the weights and just adding strength. I think, if anything, his offensive skill set, though, even more impactful at the 5.
Jackson kicks to Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Now Ball. So the wing on the left. Now here's Randall. Okafor inside. Powell on him. Okafor, the pass to Randall. No good from the wing. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Lays it up off the glass. Porzingis has got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Williamson. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Williamson. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Randall's got his first points of the game. Pass to Porzingis. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavs?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
I think their play calling has been exceptional. They played with purpose and they played with aggressiveness.
On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Powell is out there with Porzingis. And there's Jackson, and it's Hardaway in at the 2.
And if you're the D, you can't let Ball have that kind of room to shoot the basketball, especially from the mid-range area where he is proven to be so efficient.
Randall against Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up. No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is Porzingis has been more of a face-up, you know, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Ball with it. And there's the pass to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That is his first foul of the game. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. 9 points for Luka Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Porzingis finds Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jahlil Okafor. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against him, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
Platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jackson. Payton kicks Hayes. Back to Payton. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Doncic, and that one drops. Doncic has got 13.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
They need this. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 14. Doncic passes to Kleba and stolen by Payton. Uncovered. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
Doncic, no good.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And Hart has it in the corner. Payton outside. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort, and the jumper is good.
See, the unpredictability of Elfrid Payton helps him in these situations. Good at taking what the defense gives him in that instance.
And stolen by Payton. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Kept alive. Oh, that's blocked. Hardaway for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway has got his second basket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Hart, no good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night. That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Passes it to Finney Smith. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And that's how you answer back.
You can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
And so it's Dallas riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. To you, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 13 points and 3 assists. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart, Diallo out there with Etuan Moore, and it's the Beast, and it's Payton in at the point.
Well, Elfrid Payton, we define him as an elite defensive player, but he's improving his shot selection and getting better at picking his spots. I think we saw that for sure last year.
Snatched up. Diallo kicks to Hart. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
You know, Doris, with Payton, it's good to see his game is coming along.
You know it is, Kevin. He took a lot of hits early on because he didn't have a consistent perimeter shot. But last year, he was starting to make that next jump to be a bigger threat on the offensive end.
Here's Moore, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Moore's got 5 now.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice. Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
Gets it down to single digits.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
I got to believe that's something they talked about during the break. Getting him some good looks in the paint right away.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam Mitchell, when he first arrived in the league, they taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
Hardaway finds Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, Kevin, he has proven to be a quality finisher off the pick and roll. Dwight Powell can adjust midair to get his shot.
Pelicans trail by 11. Pass to Okafor. Shoots over Powell. Another shot. Randall with the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy does some tough work on the glass. Battles as hard as anybody for those second chance opportunities.
Here's Burke. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Burke's got his first basket.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Here's Randall. Here's Williamson, guarded by Jackson. That one drops for him.
He's got such soft touch around the rim. The D has to try to keep him out of the paint, because if he gets close, it's lights out.
Out to Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lonzo Ball is checked in for New Orleans. Ball's knocked loose. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Burke the pass to Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here. That free throw missing, and the Mavericks making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
New Orleans making some changes here. The Beast comes in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for the Bulldozer. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Ingram against Jackson. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ingram.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in, and the Mavericks call time here.
Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team. Your Pelicans dance team. Let 'em hear it.
55 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic passes to Powell. Randall left side. Unloads from 13. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Dallas, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. Both free throws good from Jackson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The feed to Hayes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hayes has got his second bucket.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Right, Greg. You've got to push him off the box, because once he's got that deep low post position, turn the lights off.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Randall right side. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
For Dallas, they have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And there's Jackson. And it's Powell in at the 5. And here's Holiday. Pass to Hayes. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Here's Doncic. Holiday with the block. To the left wing. Kicks it to Hayes. Randall down low. Headed by Porzingis. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Randall.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Porzingis, bullseye.
Well, Kevin, how about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
Holiday finds Randall. Over Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting shot.
Gentlemen.
Out of the line for your Pelicans, Julius Randle.
He's off on the first. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. That one is no good. Mavericks leading by 9. Now Doncic. From deep three-point range, they get the rebound. Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. Randall left side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for your Pelicans, Julius Randle.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Barea. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Mavericks leading by 10. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good on the triple.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Here's Hayes, and it's blocked, but he gets it back. That one is off. That's off as well, so he misses both. And he can't get the first one. He's off on the second. Pelicans trail by 13. Right wing. Here's Hart. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time. Got a piece of it. Porzingis with the steal.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hart. It's rebounded by Doncic. From deep. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. The deep three from Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Now, this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
And the first one drops.
At the line for two.
Hayes hits them both. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Doncic gets it to go.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches